Hello, we're back.
For round 2 of
Yeah.
the MCQ for Richmond in Vienna. We have our first players now going to the table. It's Michael Brandtner.
Yeah, Michael Brandtner. Mike.
Mike with Scapeshift.
Yeah, we do know that already. We talked to him.
Yes.
Bit earlier was playing against Bern round 1.
Yeah.
And he's playing against Adrian Kubica. I'm not sure what he's playing. We don't have his deck list yet.
But we hopefully get them soon.
Yeah.
Oh, he takes his own dice, but they're good visible. I like it.
Yeah.
But nobody has set up the live counter yet, so maybe
Of
I will
course.
do that.
I think this will be a classic meme in like 3 to 4 MCQs from now that our live counter app is never working.
It's always working, that people don't. It's always
can't.
human error. Always human error.
The app is great, download it, but
But use it already.
uh,
Okay, I think we switch to the table, and they are shuffling, and we give them a go right away.
so Adrian, of course, with Dragon Shield sleeves. Will be interesting to see. Mike was talking to me about his matchup against Bern. He's like, yeah, it's always pretty close, and you're always praying they're not like end of turn 6 to your face, because then you can win. So, do you happen to get a glance at Adrian's deck?
No, I just told them how the stuff works and that the round started.
Okay. So we know as much as you guys. Maybe we'll see another spicy brew.
Yeah, would be cool. Mike played against Bern in the first round.
Yeah, I was already talking
Oh, okay, sorry.
to our viewers about that. And I can't quite make out. I'm seeing
there was a
mountains
mountain.
fetch. I saw a mountain and a fetch land. And search for, is this a mirror match? Oh, I see secure tribelder.
It
And
looks
search
like
for tomorrow. I think
yeah.
this is actually a mirror match.
That's
Mike is
kind of funny.
Yeah, Mike is taking a mulligan.
I
I
now
think
guess Scapeshift, but it looks like a educated guess.
Yeah, I mean he has search for tomorrow and Sakura Tribe in his deck.
Yeah, if it's anything else than Scapeshift,
I would be very surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cinder Glade. So this most certainly is a mirror match. Mike with the mulligan. I think I saw surgical extraction in his hand, so he is running that graveyard into action.
still main deck even after the ban.
Apparently, still a good card. I mean, it is good against Top the Sword as well. People are always forgetting about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Some people are more excited than others about the Scapeshift mirror in our chat. People already fed up with Scapeshift from watching standard tournaments. Okay, yeah, Mike has to put a card on the bottom of his deck. Before yeah, okay, now Adrian was
So.
first. Cracks Wooded Foothills.
Okay.
Funnily enough, Mike was texting me before the tournament because he wanted to borrow old school Wooded Foothills.
But as far as I'm seeing now, the
Okay, he's actually not. He's actually not. Is he playing Scapeshift?
no, that's not
Okay.
Scapeshift. You were lying to me.
No, he was lying to me. He actually borrowed. Okay, then. Okay, I can see. Then Flocky, friend of ours, Florian, is probably on the Scapeshift deck.
Oh,
And
no, he's on Scapeshift. I just switched the names.
okay, so they are actually sitting on the wrong sides.
Yes, but that's
Confusion everywhere. We're very sorry. So Mike is on Scapeshift. We don't have a Scapeshift mirror.
and this is what's this? Sing of the Eyes, Monastery Whisper. It's
It's
where-
actually like a Phoenix. It's actually
yeah, but where the
Phoenix.
Phoenix? Ah, there's the Phoenix.
So Adrian is on Phoenix and Mike on Scapeshift. Mike with the 7 card in hand and Adrian with the mulligan. So let's take a quick look. Yeah, I was surprised the surgical in Mike's deck would have been
Anything?
a very long shot. So Monastery Swift Spears, Thing in the Ice, very classic. 2 Aria Flames, 1 Surgical Mainboard, 1 Flame Slash, 2 Sleight of Hands, 1 Magmatic Sinkhole, 2 Final of Promise, of course 4 Arclight Phoenix. Don't see anything too spicy in that list, so yeah, I think it just went for like a Lava Dart here, Sleight of Hand there.
Mike's list is quite common. He has 2 Hour of Promise, Scapeshift, 6 Scapeshift effects, 2 Summoners Pack, 1 Slagstorm and 1 Sweltering Suns
Okay.
to combat the creatures, but not
Nothing
Thing in the Ice.
yeah.
Um,
Good old Sakura Tribal does what it does best. Okay, yeah. He is now explaining how he's shortcutting the search from Sakura Tribal and Search for Tomorrow. Okay. So he untaps and now. Yeah.
so it doesn't need to shuffle twice.
Yeah.
For
Doesn't make any sense here.
Yeah.
I mean, technically it's happening in 2 different steps, actually in 2 different turns, because he
Yes.
sacrifices the Sakura Tribal end of turn.
and in the so the search could be countered by Pact of Negation because it's the opponent's turn and it's a spell,
Yeah.
but yeah,
No
If-
reason.
no reason to do this.
I can see Metamorphose in hand for Adrian. Of course, one of the key cards to return your Arc like Phoenix. I think there was a cycle land for Mike. What's it called? Sheltering Thickets. Yeah,
And
and
he's
it's going
cycling.
to the bin right away. Draws, I think, Farseek.
Yeah.
That's a Farseek.
Farseek,
I think 2
2
more lands.
Yes, looks like one is
Might even be 3 lands. Or is it another Search for Tomorrow? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
another
it's
Search.
Search for
So
Tomorrow.
it's Search for Tomorrow, Farseek. 2
2
lands and I think another Sakura Triballer.
so he goes for the Sakura.
No, it goes for the Farseek.
Okay.
Yeah. What's that? Farseek. Yeah. Has to explain the card. Yeah, he can grab anything but a forest with it. So he can grab a mountain forest with it.
A mountain forest.
And of course, yeah, goes
Yeah.
for the Stomping Grounds. Pretty common play. Pretty powerful card, actually. Funnily enough, was first released in Ravnica with the Shock Lance
Mm-hmm.
to fix your mana. Saw quite some heavy play back then, and also when it was reprinted in M13, I think. Another Thing in the Ice for Adrian. I think I can see a Lightning Bolt in his hand,
Yeah.
Aria of Flame, and I think it's a Monastery Swift
Monastery
Spear.
Swift Spear.
So Island, Thing in the Ice, Lightning Bolt, Aria of Flame, Monastery Swift Spear, and Mana Foes in hand for Adrian.
So you go for the Thing in the Ice.
I think he goes for the Swift Spear.
Swift Spear.
Maybe I don't think
Aria now.
Aria of Flame is
Because
interesting.
the early the better, but it's a bit slow for the matchup.
Yeah, and it's one of those cards that you can play and kill with the ability on the stack. Especially if you have Lava Dart in your deck. Okay, it goes for Metamorphose, which of course removes a counter from Thing in the Ice. Would be funny if he now flips his Thing in the Ice and bounces the Monastery
Swift
Swift Spear right back to his hand.
Yeah, but
I think it just
with,
goes for
with
the other
no
Thing in the Ice.
mana. Yeah.
So attacks for 2. Let's see, yeah. Mike is able to control. Was it a Titan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Primeval Titan.
That's
a
great.
huge draw step here.
So now he
17 life.
a Titan bounce is also nothing you really
Yeah.
want to do.
I mean, it's still better if you get than getting attacked by a Titan, but
Yeah. I agree on that.
okay. So Thing in the Ice, of course, is a horror itself. So
Yeah,
one
you
thing does not
can't-
bounce the other.
Can't bounce it.
So, interesting decision here. He has like 1, 2, 3, 4 mountains. If he goes like a Valakut mountain, he's not shooting just
Anything.
yet.
But if he doesn't get a Valakut, he never will shoot.
Yeah, I think The question is if he goes like double Valakut here.
Because he has still lands in hand and the search for tomorrow to enter Sakura Bedrock to get the mountains and start shooting.
Yeah, or it just attacks next turn to get double mountain.
Yeah, if he comes to attack.
If he, yeah.
But
If it gets bounced, it's still fine because you can replay it.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. I mean, there will be at least one Valakut, I predict.
And
But I think he's going for the Storming Grounds.
yeah, it looks like it.
A Field of the Dead is also an interesting card. I think, is he running one?
Yes,
Yeah,
one.
he's running one. Although against Thing in the Ice,
It's
not
the best play.
Not a good card. Okay, he's going for Valakut and Mountain. Keeps on searching.
Yeah, but he stays with the decision.
Okay. So he has 2, 3, 4, 5. So
Mountains.
mountains, yeah. You need to have 5, at least 5 other mountains.
Yeah.
Then you get to deal 3 damage to any target.
So next iteration.
Actually, it's damage to target creature or player.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if they changed it to Planeswalker as well, although I think they did.
I think they changed every iteration of player with Planeswalker,
Yeah,
doesn't
it
they?
does not to any target. Now there's like something like sudden impact or stuff where information about the player is relevant, and in this case of sudden impact, it's cards in hand of the player. You can't deal damage to Planeswalker, so
Okay.
not all the cards got changed, but Valakut apparently did. There's the fetch land that Adrian drew last round of the Manamorphose. He still has the Aria, the Lightning Bolt. I didn't happen to catch what he drew this turn. He's hiding the cards from us.
Yeah.
So there's the Lightning Bolt. Is he?
He goes for Arya, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the
Followed
Aria.
up with a lightning bolt, probably.
So he gets 10 life. Yeah. Oh no, that's too much. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Here we go. Well, at least they figured it out quite quickly. So.
Yeah. Try attack for 2. Brave. Yeah, I mean he can lightning bolt and get the trigger and kill the Titan, which would be a fair trade, and I think Mike should just take it because now he's on 27 life.
Yeah, I think he's not in danger of dying here.
Yeah, what should happen? Yeah, he goes to 25. Everything is easy.
Okay, Aria Flame can deal damage to players or planeswalkers. So Mike gets to untap with a Titan in play.
Yes.
And he draws a mountain. And he gets to attack with the Titan.
Yes.
Here we go. Attack. Trigger. Any stifle effects? Don't think there are, so he gets to search his library.
He goes for Valakut
I think
Mountain.
he goes to Valakut Mountain, follows up with Mountain, and deals a whole lot of damage to Adrian. Yeah, I mean, you can tell from the way Adrian is flicking his cards that he's like, how many do you got?
Yeah.
Do I get to have another turn?
There are no deck lists at the moment. We probably can provide them for the top 8, but before that we won't provide deck lists.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mountains. He has a fetch land. Now 3 Valakut the Molten Pinnacle. Every mountain now basically reads
9
this
damage.
is 3 lightning bolts.
Yes.
Adrian down to 14. There's another mountain. 9 to the face. Fetch. Yeah, 9 to the face. And there's a fetch now, so he's already dead.
And fetch again and you're dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't even let him show the mountain. So, yeah. Ah, there you see a guy who's able. Ah, awesome. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, I described to him how it works, and
he's
a quick learner.
Yep.
So what do you expect from the sideboard of Adrian? Because
so let's take a look. He's running by force. Not gonna board that in. 2 surgical extractions, flame slash, 2 spell pierce, ceremonious rejection, 2 abrade, 1 young pyromancer, anger of the gods, 2 blood moon. I think those will
Blood
come in.
Moon, yes.
And
Force of
two Force of Negation.
Force
Also
of
a good card.
Negation, Blood Moon are the pickups, I think.
Yeah. Don't think
Spell
Surgical
Pierce
Distraction is
is
good enough. Spell
does
Pierce.
nothing.
I mean, he's on the play, so
Yeah,
he
but
can counter like Search for Tomorrow, stuff like that. That's possible. Or Farseek.
yeah, it's possible, but I'm not sure about it. Mike, on the other hand, has Tireless Tracker, Force of Vigor, Angel of Gods, Obstinate Ballad, Thragtusk, Damping Sphere, Reclamation Sage, and Veil of Summer. I think the Veil will come in, the Force of Vigor will come in, and that's it. Or
Maybe he's going for like a creature package.
maybe
if he's expecting a lot of
maybe he
hate.
gets the Reclamation Sage as well, but
Yeah, the Reclamation Sage does make sense. The Forces make sense. They can remove the Arias and of course the Blood Moons.
Moon, yeah.
Force of Vigor is such a great card.
Yeah.
So good. All of the blue Force as well. Force of Negation. Modern Horizon. The set in general. I mean, a set that's called Modern something. Obviously, is bringing new tools for the players to play. We can see Lava Dart in Adrian's hand. 2 Arias. A Monastery Swift Spear. I can't quite make out what the second card is.
The Swift Spear stayed in.
Swift Spear staying in. Alright.
And
So he brought in 4 cards, and we expect it to be the Blood Moons and Forces, right?
yes.
Okay. Interestingly enough, he was not killed by Scapeshift or something like that, but rather
Yeah,
a big angry Titan.
a Titan fetching 4 lands was enough.
Yeah.
And regarding the comments in the chat, yeah, maybe he's not very familiar with Scapeshift or Modern at all because he had to read every card. But on the other hand, it's better to read the card than to not know what's going on.
Yeah, even players who regularly play like modern tournaments, in a big tournament like that, an MCQ, we get to qualify for the Mythic Championship. It's better to read, like Patrick said, the card, like
Yes.
even if you think you know what it does.
Exactly, that's the problem. I often have that I think, yeah, I know that card, I know what it does, and then yeah, but
There's
and
like
then
a small nuance and you
oh,
miss it, and yeah.
that does it too. Yeah, right. I remember it, but I have forgotten.
Yeah, it's
And
like, if it's like a small instance and then you lose because of it and because you didn't want to be the guy that reads every card on camera.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you don't want to.
You
look
rather
I don't want to look stupid, but it's even more stupid if you
if you lose the game.
if you
because
lose
of
the
it.
game
Yeah.
because you didn't know what the card was doing.
Yeah, I'd rather be the guy that reads every card on camera and wins
Yes.
the match than be the guy who looks smart and then loses.
Yeah, but Adrian doesn't have a great matchup at the moment. I think what was mentioned in the chat as well.
Yeah,
He needs a very fast start, I think,
yeah,
and he needs the denial.
yeah. I mean, he has like a lot of interaction with creatures.
Yes.
He has like bolts, lava darts, and stuff. I mean, they can go to the face, but yeah, magmatic sinkhole, 5 damage.
Yeah.
It's just 1 short of killing.
Magmatic Sinkhole was the card he brought it out. by the
Ah,
way.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar yet with like if cards get reduced to 10% of their size and you happen to have the like
Yeah.
10% of the picture.
I wasn't aware, but
Card is.
now it said, yeah, I remember that's the card. Yeah, he has less counter. I mean, he has it's charm, but it's just pay 2 more, which is not enough.
Yeah,
And normally for Scapeshift, because you don't do it with 4 lands.
yeah. Plus you do want to get on board, so
Yes.
you need to put on the pressure. I can see Damping Sphere in Mike's hand. Is there a land? He has like 2 Search for Tomorrows, I think. And this is it Scapeshift? He might only have 1 land.
Yeah.
He's shipping that one back. Adrian on the other side
Has
has
a Bolt, a Misty,
Manamorphose.
Manamorphose,
It's a Misty Rainforest.
Misty Rainforest, right?
And then there was a blue card, which unfortunately I couldn't quite make out. Patrick and I are staring at the death list,
Yeah.
going like, what could that have been?
Yeah.
Maybe Thought Scar or something like that. We'll see.
There are not a lot of mono blue cards in his deck.
Yeah,
so
sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the deck list, and the Arclight Phoenixes
what
are like, there's
now he
so
shows
much
more.
worse.
Yeah, there's that's Serum Vision. The 4th card is the Serum Vision.
Ah, okay. every time I look at a Phoenix deck list now, I'm like, how do you put that guy in the bin? The deck is so much worse without faceless looting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see Titans, I see land. Is there a second one? I just see mountain.
He doesn't even play Charter Course, actually. Now you say. He only can Thought Scour it, right? He doesn't get it away from his hand?
Yeah, there's no way to get it away from his hand.
That's a stretch. Mike goes
we'll
to
see. I mean, he has Izzet charms, right? Izzet charm can loot.
Yes, it's a charm is looting. Yeah, right.
Okay, so he actually can get it away. But still, 1 mana is so much cheaper than 2 mana. Some people might say it's 1 mana cheaper, but I disagree. It's like a billion times cheaper.
Damping Sphere again, always on his starting 7.
Yeah. Mike would be very pleased to keep this 7, but unfortunately for him, he has to put 2 on the bottom. And Scapeshift is going away pretty fast.
And he's keeping the Damping Sphere.
Yeah, I mean, he's on a mulligan, so he needs to have a way to slow Adrian down. Because if they're playing 5 cards against 7, I don't think this is a fair matchup.
Yeah, right. But on the other way, Damping Sphere, I mean, sure, it stops the Uglet Phoenix into action or makes it very awkward, because playing a lot of cards is no fun. But yeah, I don't know if it's necessary.
Yeah, I mean, even like small interactions like playing Swift Spear and then like a cantrip, all of a sudden is like 3 mana instead of 2, so it does make sense to me to bring it in here. I mean, Mike obviously has played the deck more than I have.
Yeah, we both.
Okay, so his hand is actually 2 lands, Damping Sphere, Bolt, and Titan. And there's another Bolt. I mean, Bolt is a good card, but I think Mike wants the game to go like my lands deal 3 damage to you instead of my actual cards in hand. Another land for Adrian, who also happens to have a Bolt in hand. Mana for it's not a Serum Visions. Oh, it's the promo foil Serum Visions. That's why I had a hard time figuring out which card it is. And that's the Final of Promise, right?
Final of Promise, and it's how is the creature called? The guy with trample? Doesn't have it in his deck?
What do you think it has? No, it's a charm. It's a charm.
No, the mono red guy who
Monster Swift Spear?
No, the guy who you can play the spells out of your graveyard with the power. But I don't see it in his list.
Ah, Traitor Arcanist. No, he doesn't have that.
Okay.
Okay. What's happening? Yeah. Okay, Adrian is reading the cards, but
he responds with an it's a charm.
Now he actually counters. Yeah, it's non-creature spell. That's what they were checking. It's not only instant or sorcery, it's non-creature spell.
Yeah.
So, 3rd land for Adrian. Cracks it. He didn't have a creature last turn, right?
No.
But he's already in a much better position now.
Yes.
I mean, of course, Mike with the mulligan to 5. Now with 2 bolts.
Yeah, but if the game goes long,
long,
Mike is in favor.
Yeah, of course.
And he has the 2 bolts to interact with all the small creatures.
Yeah, so he doesn't want to see like a thing in the ice here, I think.
He could even kill that, but that's...
that's
you don't want to do that.
Yeah, especially, I mean, if Adrian is playing stuff like Spell Pierce and you point your 2nd bolt at it and Adrian is tapping mana, then you can already reach for a sideboard again, I think. Oop, once it on that side of the tail.
Yeah, but actually cutting after your opponent has cut it is... Yeah.
It's okay. So, Mike helping out with the mana.
Yes.
Doesn't have anything else to do.
Maybe the storm count is relevant too.
I think it's just for like which color of mana he used and which he doesn't. Okay, did he? Is he pointing at it himself? Yeah, of
Yeah,
course
sure.
he is running the final of promise, and of course there was some Arc like Phoenix and
Yeah,
grab it, and
and the
next card.
third.
Of course, next card immediately Arc like Phoenix.
That's bad.
Yeah, with the final of promise, he does have the option though to like flashback a sorcery spell, flashback the is a charm, draw 2, discard 2, and then get the Arclight Phoenix back. So
Yeah, but
actually a nice inclusion.
everything next turn, of course.
Yeah.
So Mike has found a third land, but nothing else. He has a
And
Titan, 2 bolts, and
Hour
our promise. Yeah. So
Okay, I see like yeah, that's the fourth land. Adrian's fetching out. Maybe he's just going for hardcast Arclight Phoenix.
it's a possibility.
Because if he's going for the play with Final Promise now, I mean, yeah, he gets the draw card, so he can do that as well and be able to get the Arclight Phoenix back, even if that does get bolted. But I wonder if he feels like he needs to do it now, because he's not under any pressure. Mike hasn't put any like land searching ability on the stack yet, so it's the ban. Okay, goes for
The final.
the final. Yeah, he's targeting Serum Visions, of course, and is a charm as expected. He's playing that first. Yeah, he wants to have the scry before you draw the cards. Makes sense.
Maybe looking for another Arclight Phoenix.
Yeah. 1, 2. Yeah, that would be perfect here. I think he only has the one.
Yes, Arclight.
Discards land, Arc like Phoenix. Final of Promise, of course, one of those cards that single-handedly gets back the Arc like Phoenix. Although the other cards should be removed, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, he removes it. He already removes it.
Okay, yeah.
And he stopped my software. So
So now everyone is reading your chats.
no, there are no chats.
Okay, Mike with a fourth land. They're checking life totals here. Yeah, passing the turn. Mike would
But
love to draw
A fifth
a
land
fifth land.
for the hour into a Titan, and then he's in game.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Adrian has any interaction at the moment for both of those spells.
Yeah, but he does have a lot of burn.
Yeah,
so
and
maybe it just finishes Mike before that.
And he
Although
has twice Serum Visions, so he can't.
yeah, he will go for Seven versions first, of course. Draws the cards. Show it to his man. There was at least one land.
Land, yeah.
Puts them both,
And I
both
think
on
the
bottom.
card he drew was also a land.
Okay, so a lot of lands for him.
No, it's a bolt.
Is there a Magmatic Sinkhole still in the stack? I think there's a Magmatic Sinkhole still in the stack, right? It's the card next to Serum Visions.
Then he brought it out Flame Lash.
Yeah, which makes
More sense,
more
actually.
sense because you only need like one Lava Dart
Yes.
with the Flame Slash. There's one more land. Yeah, picks the other card, puts the land on bottom. This game needs more Chalice. I think from Mike's sides
Chalice on 1 would be great.
and promo opt. Puts the card on bottom. Arclight Phoenix coming back. I think Mike will be like Snap Bolt again. Wants to stay alive. Thought Scour. Swift Spear and Thing in the Eyes. This is actually good for Mike because like threats stay on board are getting in the bin now. There's the Arclight Phoenix and Mike's considering it. Yeah, goes for the Bolt again.
Yeah, why you don't need to take the damage.
Yeah.
It doesn't change anything if you. And on the other hand, it shortens your mana if you don't do it.
It's Search for Tomorrow, which is kind of a land, but delays it by one turn. Okay, here you go. Search for Tomorrow, no Force of Negation.
Yeah, and it's even wise to cast it hard now, because otherwise he could spell pierces or something. And even if you can pay it, you don't want because you want to play the hour.
Yeah, and you want to have the land right away.
Yes.
Like there's no reason to suspend it.
Yeah,
It's not coming into play next turn.
yeah, and it doesn't make any difference because he doesn't have any place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's just going for 3 mana 1 now. Is he going for the mount? I think maybe he needs to go for the mountain, so the Titan... No, a Titan can't shoot right away, right? 2,
No.
4... Oh, yeah, he
He
can.
can,
He
yeah.
has 5
5.
mountains.
Yeah.
Can go for... If it top stack any land... Okay, I mean,
the question is,
how bad of a feeling would it be if Mike top decks Valakut next turn? I'd be like, so close.
yeah, but
I mean, he can't go for hour then.
yes, I want to say
probably okay.
it's still okay to play an hour. And if Adrian wants to put on pressure, he needs to probably use a lot of his mana again.
Is he going for Aria offline?
Probably.
No, Aura for 1. Okay. Which will give him 2 cantrips.
Yes.
So you go for 7 visions first again, right?
Yeah. So you can maybe set up your Thought Scour.
Yeah, you want to have Arclight Phoenix on top. That's
There's
a Blood Moon.
Oh.
That's a Blood Moon.
Yeah, but you don't want it in your graveyard and...
Yeah. Yeah, he puts them both on bottom. Yeah, I think anything that's not an Arclight Phoenix goes on the bottom here.
Yeah. Thing in the Ice. And
Thing in the Ice. Wow. So 3 Thing in the Ice already in the graveyard.
And only
Adrian
one.
is just working with 1 Arclight Phoenix here.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Wow, Surgical Extraction.
On bold, but yeah, they were twice already.
Yeah, I don't think he'll do it.
But now he keeps 2 mana up. Which, yeah, he can...
Interesting choice of lands he tapped there, I think.
Yeah, but...
I think there's no reason to keep blue-red up. He could have just gone for like double red source to go bolt if he needs to. Okay, he needs to read the card. What does it do? Search some lands. Here we go. If Mike wins this would be huge.
Yeah, but...
I mean, it was on a mulligan to 5.
It was a mulligan
to 5. It was
5,
like, do basically nothing except for kill your Arclight Phoenix 2 turns in a row.
Yeah.
He had his Stamping Sphere countered.
I mean, Adrian has 7 cards in hand.
And there goes the Arclight Phoenix again. It's putting the pressure on Adrian again to play 3 spells.
Yeah.
Which
is
kind of means... I mean, it's no biggie. Adrian can do it. But it also means he can't leave up interaction, I think.
But
is it double Titan in hand for Mike? Or is it Force of Vigor?
I think it's Titan and anything else. Something else.
I think it's Force of Vigor, right? He's flipping the cards too fast.
Yeah, now Titan is in front. He's toying with us. So, the 7 visions
is the 4th one.
Yes. There's a Blood Moon.
There's Blood Moon. Wow. Oh, no, it's Acid Moss. It's actually Acid Moss.
Yeah, but he can't play it because he only searched for mountains.
Yeah,
and
I think Adrian is now in a commanding position because this is like 1 turn too late.
Yeah.
So, what do we do now?
Thought Scour, maybe hitting...
What did he play this turn?
So
I think he misplayed this turn a little bit. He got overly excited about... he has to play the Surgical Extraction now. That's the point. I think he got a bit overexcited about pulling the Blood Moon when he should have gone for the Manamorphose, because I'm not entirely sure that playing Surgical here is relevant now. Yeah.
Yeah. Right into action. Did he cast the Thought Scour with the island or with his Steam Vents?
That's a good question. Yeah.
I think Mike is considering to, do this and not show his deck.
Yeah. To not show the forces.
Yeah.
So, score is 1-1 now.
Yes.
Was a bit of a rough game for Mike because
Mulligan to 5.
Mulligan to 5, and you could see the light on the end of the tunnel to get out of the
and
spot.
then the Blood Moon just in time.
Yeah.
And he only plays 2, and we knew 1 was on the bottom of his library. But he played so many cantrips, and it was very likely that at some point Adrian finds the second Blood Moon.
So, we're taking a look at Mike's sideboard again. Do you think he will change anything now that he knows? I mean, the Anger of Gods, we all almost forgot about mentioning that. So, the Anger of Gods most certainly will be in... I think...
He changing one card, but I can't tell you which. Acid
Oh,
moss.
is it acid moss? He's consider swapping it out.
No, it betrays him because he couldn't cast it.
Okay, we can see his deck here. Thinking about dampings there now. Okay, what is he changing? Does he want it back in? Does he want it out?
This is a good matchup. It's at least more
For whom?
to watch.
So to watch. Yeah.
Because chat is rooting for a quick end to see another table.
Chat just wants to see more matches.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter if the matchup is cool or not. Just more magic in general is good.
That's right.
Okay. Mike is thinking about dampings here because he's on the play now, maybe. Okay, he's taking us out the acid mosses. Thinking about Tireless Tracker? No. No reason to. He's bringing Thragtusk. Was it Thragtusk? Could be a possibility. I mean, if he's ramping into an early Thragtusk.
Yeah, that's could be enough pressure as well.
Yeah, I mean, Adrian most certainly, from Mike's side, doesn't have that much interaction with creatures in anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, Titan 6/6, so.
He didn't play one of his bolts. He still had the bolts in his hand.
Yeah.
At the end of the game, so Mike didn't see them. So maybe he assumes he boarded them out as well.
Yeah, we'll see.
But
I mean, if he has like turn 1, Search for Tomorrow, turn 2, Acceleration, then
turn 3
turn 3 Thragtusk
is a threat.
Yeah. It's pretty fast clock. So we'll see.
So players have 15 minutes left in the round.
Yeah, one player already left our feature match area, so
Yeah,
even if this match finishes very fast, there won't be another game.
Yeah, because the other
unfortunately.
feature match has already finished. Or it wasn't even a feature match, it was a possible feature match.
The backup feature match.
Yeah.
So
So no mulligans.
hopefully.
Keep
Here
to
we
7.
go. Getting a thumbs up from Christian Schwartz. He wants his round.
Yes.
Guy
So
from our local store. Always good to see the locals win. So a lot of lands in Mike's hand.
5 lands.
5 lands packed. That's not good.
Adrian has Blood Moon.
Oh.
Final 2 lands.
Okay, Mike is keeping. What's his last card in hand? A Titan. So Mike has 5 lands packed Titan.
So Adrian has 3 lands, Manamorphose, Blood Moon,
And Thragtusk.
final
Wow, so
Of
Mike's hand is basically
land, Thragtusk.
packed Thragtusk and Titan. Very expensive stuff and no early acceleration. I think that's what he was counting on, to draw like one of his gazillion ramp spells.
Yeah, Gazillion is a bit of an overextension.
Okay, it's 4 Secure Tribals, 4 Search for Tomorrows,
4 Farseek.
4 Farseek, so it's
12.
like 12.
Yes.
The acid was on 4.
But he
Might
boarded
be
them
too
out.
late. Yeah,
So,
true. He boarded them out, so he has 12 cards to ramp in into his bigger stuff, and he has a lot of big stuff in hand right now. Adrian is. What is he going for? He's just fetching enough turn, right? Why does he keep holding hands with no ramp? Yeah, I don't know. I mean apart from ramp, his hand is pretty good.
Yes.
He has enough lands. He has a pact. He has a Titan.
Yeah.
He has basic
interaction.
lands.
Yeah.
So
And
I think he's counting on drawing it. I mean, he has a lot of ramp in his deck.
And we saw it in the previous game. Mulligan is not. This deck doesn't mulligan that well because it's a ramp deck. You need the ramp spells, you need the pair spells, and you need the lands.
Yeah, you need the critical mass of cards. Okay, Mike has drawn his 1 of Reclamation Sage, right? He's running 1.
Yes, in the board,
Which is huge against the Blood Moon from Adrian.
Yeah, but the Blood Moon is not very.
I think he's thinking about going for Pact. He can go for Pact, grab Sakura Tribelder.
Bomb.
That. Wow. Yeah, that's a pretty aggressive line here.
Yes.
Yeah, gonna read that one.
I mean, the good part, if he goes for Sakura Elder and doesn't crack it immediately, he can grab the green source and
Yeah,
he can pay the pact even under the
yeah,
Blood Moon.
that's obviously his plan. Yeah. He's gonna have to skip his 4th turn regardless, yeah. Yep, so much rather get an additional mana on the boards. Side effect is that it's also good against the Blood Moon, which we know Adrian is running in his hand.
Yeah, but on the other hand, now when the Blood Moon,
he's not shooting the Sakura Traveler.
but it would be funny if the Blood Moon resolves, which it probably does if he plays it, then and he needs to pay the pact, then he needs to pay the Reclamation Sage, so he does turn 4 and turn 5 nothing.
Pact. Yeah, don't forget that one, Mike. Put it on top of your library, man. Draws thing in the eyes. I think he still goes for the Blood Moon. It's just... okay, now he goes for the thing in the eyes. Anything else? Cantrips. Yeah, Serum Visions. Wants to flip that thing as soon as possible to apply some pressure. Because if like both are playing their game plan, then I do think Mike is favored to win this from the point where we're at right now.
Yeah.
Because Adrian is not applying too much pressure. He's like cycling through his deck. He has Blood Moon, he has Thing in the Eyes. But Mike's plan is just way more powerful than what Adrian is trying to do. Yeah, sudden shock on Sakura Tribe Elder.
Also the counter on Tribe Elder would have won the game immediately, but yeah.
Yeah, there's like no Essence Scatter.
Yes. And all the other counters only counter spells or non-creature spells.
Yeah, okay, so he's paying the pact. Let's put that away. And draws Farseek. Does he have a 5th land? Yeah.
Yes.
It's even a bolt up now if there are any... talking about the devil.
Yeah.
There's Arc-like Phoenix. And Adrian actually can go for Arc-like Phoenix now.
Yeah, he does. I think
he can just go like opt Metamorphose something.
Yeah,
oh no, he has to go for the for the final.
I don't know why people never hardcast it. I mean, he could just hardcast it.
Yeah, I think he is looking for additional interaction though.
And he can flip the thing now. That is huge actually.
That's a lot of pressure. Although Mike will be able to bolt the Arclight Phoenix, take 7, go down to 13, untap,
play
Thragtusk. If he hits a land, oh wow, that was the second Arclight Phoenix, that's huge. Because now, wow, now he might just be dead. Yeah, Thing in the Eyes flips. Both Arclight Phoenix get returned to the battlefield. He attacks, bolt 1, go down to 10.
Oh, that's now a close run.
Yeah, because now Mike needs to block the Thing in the Ice.
Thing in the Ice is flying, isn't it?
No, it's not flying. No, it's a thing from the ice, not a thing from the sky. Land? Does it. There's a land.
Yeah, but what does the land do?
He can hardcast Titan now.
Yeah, and?
Then he has a blocker for the Thing in the Ice, ramps himself enough. Maybe he can finish him off if he draws like another... Oh, never mind, there's a bolt in Adrian's hands.
Yeah.
But no, bolt is not enough. Bolt is not enough.
I think
Thragtusk
is the much safer play, actually.
He gets to block 2 turns, basically.
He represents...
Or he thinks he gets to block 2 turns.
Yeah, and he represents the bolt, which is... I think it doesn't matter, but it's nice.
Start off with Metamorphose. Draws a card. Mike being a good guy again.
Helping us out.
So, what's the plan here? Is it a braid? Ah, okay, he can braid. Yeah. I think that's not good.
Looks like a
Nice
beast
one.
to me.
Nice one. Yeah, bolt the token now.
Opt.
Or opt first, bolt the token later. Doesn't really matter. 2, 4, 5. I mean, unless Adrian goes down to 18 and Mike happens to draw Scapeshift. Don't think there's a way to win. So Mike goes down to 2 now.
Yeah.
Taps. Should have gone for the Titan.
With
Although
the Titan, he would be dead now.
Would be dead, I know, yeah.
So
Farseek. I think, yeah, he's dead.
yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
He
Doesn't even have enough
he only
mountains to get
5
to shoot down
4
that.
mountains.
Yeah. Best token ever. What's it called in English? Bisasam? I don't know.
So that's it. Mike loses 2-1 against Adrian Kubica with UR Phoenix.
Yeah. Close game.
Yeah,
The second
definitely.
game already felt really close, although Mike had a mulligan to 5. I think.
Yeah, but because Adrian
Yeah.
looked a lot in through his deck.
Yeah, I think it looked closer than it actually was because, as you pointed out, he looked like through more than half of his deck probably.
Yes. I mean, he didn't find the Arclight Phoenix a second
Yeah.
for ages, and he milled every other creature in his deck.
Yeah.
So that's why it took so long. But Mike just, he drew a land and he waited to draw another land because all his spells were
Yeah.
expensive, and then the second button appeared and closed the game.
Yeah. People in the chat are saying the thing is that post-ban metagame anyone can play everything. For example, Adrian really plays UR Phoenix without lootings. Yeah, but he does have the Izzet Charms in his deck to loot them away. I mean, yes it's an additional mana, but it does have other applications as well. I mean, there's no point in discussing looting was a way better card in general.
Yeah.
But I don't think like the Phoenix deck all of a sudden becomes unplayable.
No, you've seen it. It's a good deck still.
Yeah, it's still a good deck, and especially with the final.
But I think it's what you also saw quite well. It's less explosive.
Yeah.
That's also a good thing. I don't think it's not necessary to have turn 2, turn 3 Phoenix. It's okay if you have turn 4 Phoenix because it's a 4 mana creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you cheat it in play during drawing a lot of cards and doing interaction, it can be turn 4 or even turn 5.
I need to watch out. Christopher Wolf is trying to sell my Mox Opal. I borrowed him.
So then we take a short break, so then you can stop that shenanigans, and we see you in the third round.
All right, we'll be back soon.